Cynthia Matacchino of Sentirsi Studio in Metuchen. On behalf of myself and our staff, we want to thank you for caring for our community. Thank you for your support, strength, and resiliency in this unprecedented time of crisis. You truly are our everyday heroes, even in the smallest of ways. To express our gratitude, here's a short sequence to help you stretch, strengthen, and rebalance your energy. Click or comment below to receive some notifications for information upon our reopening. We are inviting you to 2 free 30-minute one-on-one personal training sessions in our studio. Okay, so let's get started. We'll start sitting, feet are hip distance apart. Grab onto your thighs underneath, just starting to warm up through your back. Exhale, roll off the sit bones, pull the belly in, lean back into your back. Grab onto your shins, pull up, open up through the heart. Draw the shoulders down. Exhale, round and curl, lean back. Use the arms to create a little resistance. Inhale, pull up, use the arms to lengthen and open. Exhale and curl as we lean back. And inhale and pull up and open last time, and exhale, little curl and grab onto the shins. Inhale and lift. Lay all the way down. You can either lay all the way down nice and slow or hold on to the legs on your way down. Open the arms out into a T position. Cross one knee over the other. Drop your knees over to one side. Take the opposite arm, reach all the way over your head, circle onto your side, reach past the fingers, past the knees, past the hips. Open the arms out to the side, turn the palm down, and exhale, pull the knees back up with your abdominals. Drop the knees over to the opposite side, reach the other arm overhead. Circle all the way past the fingers, past the knees, past the hips. Open the arms out to the side. Exhale, pull the legs back up to center. Change the crossing of the legs. Drop the knees over to the side. Notice how one side feels a little different than the other. This is a really great stretch for your psoas, for your QL, into the TFL. And exhale and pull on up. Drop the knees over to the other side. Stretch their arm all the way over. Feel stretch in the shoulder, in the chest. Try to keep your head down to the floor and open the arm out. Pull on up and uncross the knees. Interlace your hands behind your head. We go into a short abdominal series. Strong abdominals will help protect your back. Hug the elbows and slightly feel the space in between the shoulder blades onto the mat, and ensure that the legs are not totally activated. So we're not falsely using the legs or the glutes to do the work. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, we curl the upper body up. And inhale and lower back down. Keep the shoulders sliding away from the ears, breathing out as we lift up, and inhale to lower. Following your movement on your breath will help regulate your breath, kind of bring a little more vitality into the body, and allow you to deepen a little more into the muscles, into the abdominals. And inhale, release. Last 2 times. Breathe out and curl up. Doing 5 really good ones is much more beneficial than doing 10 kind of half as good as ones. And come on up, adding on a little more. Exhale, we curl up, right knee pulls in. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Lower the leg, lift the leg, bend your knee in and lower down. Exhale and curl up, left leg pulls in. Inhale, lengthen long, lower, lift, pull the knee in and lower down. If you feel any tension into your back when your leg is long, you could keep it here, or if you want a little more challenge, you're lifting and lowering the leg. Breathe out, pull in and lower down. And again, left side pulls in, inhale, lengthen, lower, lift, pull in and lower down. One more set, and breathe out and curl up. Inhale, lengthen, lower, lift, breathe out, pull in and lower down. And again, exhale and curl in. Inhale, stretch, lower, lift, pull the knee in and lower down. We make our way onto our side. You want to lay all the way down onto your side, palm is facing down, your feet are slightly in front, and in our traditional Pilates, we want to lift up through the obliques here in the underside and the waist, which is called a mouse house. You want to imagine that a little mouse can kind of go right underneath between the ribs. The front hand is here for balance. Abdominals and ribs are pulling in. We point the foot, lift the leg, flex the foot, and lower. And we point and lift, and flex and lower. Good. And point, lift, and flex, lower. By activating the foot, you get a little bit longer through the hip, working a little bit more through the leg, and truly actually side lying work as more into the obliques, so the side of the waist, and strengthening deep into your low back. Again, just a lot of support for your back and a lot of lengthening through the waist. Lift and flex lower. One more time, and point, lift and flex lower. Hold the top leg up, bottom leg lifts and lowers. So just the bottom leg is moving. In Pilates, we're either strengthening and stabilizing in the core, and moving the arms and legs independently, or you're moving the core and keeping the arms and legs nice and steady. Good, last one. And seal both legs together, both legs lift and lower, and we lower, breathe out and lift. Don't forget to breathe, keep pulling the belly in, ribs are in, nice and stable in the torso. And you should start to feel this a lot in through the legs, up into the hip area, into the obliques, maybe a little bit into the back. And last one, hold up, little circles forward for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs down, roll onto your stomach, and you can either keep the legs nice and tight together. If your back's a little tight, open the feet out slightly apart. Take your arms forward, palms are facing down. You're hovering the forehead off of the mat. Your tailbone is towards the heels, so the low abdominals are slightly engaged. All 10 toenails are onto the ground. We alternate opposite arm, opposite leg to lift. So we lift opposite arm, opposite leg, and lower. Opposite arm, opposite leg, lift, and lower. Remember, sometimes slower is harder, and slower we get more effective results. Lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Take your hands to your forehead, shoulders slide away from the ears. We inhale, lift the upper back, and exhale and lower. And we float up and lower. Inhale, lift. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, back of the neck is long. Keep the forehead connected to the hands, and lift and lower. Last time, lift and lower. We make our way on to our other side. In between, you can take a little stretch in a small child's pose, or what's called a shell stretch, which is a rounded child's pose. And we make our way on to our other side. Can't forget our other side. Lay all the way down again, get nice and set up, palms facing down, head is relaxed onto the arm, hand is tented slightly in front of you for a little extra balance, nice and long through the legs. And we point and lift, and flex and lower, and point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower. Really activate through the foot so you get a little longer release through the back of your knee, through the quadriceps. You're lengthening the quadricep, lengthening from the hip through the psoas all the way down out of the toes. And lift, and lower, and lift. Good. Nice and pull the ribs in, belly in, nice and stable through the torso, and lift slightly up, create a little mouse house as much as you can. And good. Hold the top leg and lift and lower just the bottom leg, and lift. Again, it doesn't matter how high we lift, we want to think about thigh to thigh reaching together. And lift, lower, breathe out, lift, lower, lift, and lower. Last time, and hold. Both legs lift and lower, lower, and lift, lower, and lift. Good. Keep breathing nice and long through the legs. Relax through the upper body, unclench the jaw. Nice inhale and exhale. And down, and up. Last time, and hold. Small little circles forward for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release the legs. Make your way back onto your back. We'll do one more abdominal series, adding on with a little bit of bridge work. Take a nice breath in, we scoop the tailbone under. It's called articulating up through the spine, nice and long here. Press into the feet. Inhale, float the arms overhead. As you exhale, you stretch the arms back and you roll all the way down, creating nice length in the spine. Take your right hand behind your head, left hand comes to the hip, and we curl up here for 3, 2, and 1, and lower all the way back down. Scoop the tailbone under, press on up into a bridge. Shoulders and hips in one long line. Inhale, float the arms overhead. Reach the arms back as you lengthen all the way down through the spine. Take your left hand behind your head, right hand comes to the hip, and curl up here for 3, 2, and 1, and lower back down. One more variation. Scoop the tailbone up into a bridge. Inhale, float the arms overhead. Stretch the arms back, lengthen all the way, create some traction into your spine. Take your right hand behind your head, left hand to the hip. This time, left knee pulls into the chest, right leg goes out long. Curl up here for 3, 2, and 1, and return back to start. Last time, scoop the tailbone under, lengthen, press into the feet. Inhale, stretch the arms back, try to reach back, and then roll all the way down. Should feel really good. Take your left hand to the head, right hand to the hip, right knee pulls in, left leg goes long on the floor, and pulse it up for 3, 2, and 1, and release down. Very nice. We take a nice stretch here. You'll take your hands on top of your knees, press the knees into the fingertips, hug the knees into the chest, circle the knees out and around, just loosening up through your low back and through your hips. Take a breath in and a breath out, and one more time, and out and around, and then reverse, out, around, and hug in, press out and around and hug in, and last time, out and around and hug in. We slowly roll on up, so come on up to sit. You take your knees over to one side. We do what's called a mermaid stretch. Your hand is slightly out, right past your hip. Reach the arm out. We take what's called a lateral flexion or a side bend, is opening up through the ribs. From here, you rotate the shoulders down slightly towards the floor. Feel a nice stretch in your back. Come back to the lateral flexion, rise on up. And let's do that again. And reach the arm out, up and over. Rotate towards the floor. Come back to the lateral flexion and rise on up. And we shift the weight over to the other side. Hands slightly away from the hip. Reach the arm out. You want to press slightly into the hand. Push the ribs over to the opposite side. Draw both shoulders down and away from the ears. Then you slightly rotate the shoulders towards the floor. Very subtle and very small. Open back to the lateral flexion and rise on up. And last time, reach out, up and over, laterally flex. Take a little breath and rotate. Come back to the lateral flexion and rise all the way up. Good. You can sit comfortably, so you can either sit onto the heels, you can sit cross-leg, or you can sit up onto a cushion. We finish off with a nice deep breath in, reach the arms up, inhale and exhale and pull the hands down. And one more time, deep breath in. And exhale and pull the hands down. Rub your hands really warm together. Create a little warmth into the hands. Take one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your abdominals. Close your eyes. Take a full breath in, long breath out. Feel the warmth of your hands protecting you, keeping you safe. Feel the strength from within and your continued resiliency. Honoring your body, honoring all of your hard work, and trusting in all that you do. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. And thank you very much for for joining me. Again, click or comment below for more information about our reopening and to sign up for your 30-minute sessions. Thank you so much again for everything that you do, and have a wonderful day.